Hey there, Internet. Welcome back to another awesome episode of Nerdlocker. I'm Jasmine.
And I'm Brandon.
This is episode 48.
This week we got some Avengers news, some Beetlejuice news, and some Call of Duty news, so...
Let's get to it. So we have some more Dark Knight Rises news for you.
We've got pictures of the Batcave, and it looks awesome. Did you see them? Did you see the pictures of the Batcave?
I did see the pictures of the Batcave.
You know, I sound like a broken record, but every time we talk about this, every time there's a new picture, anytime there's anything announced about the Dark Knight Rises.
You have to interrupt people?
Well, that's the first thing.
Okay.
And the second thing is I get more excited. This Batcave looks awesome. A definite step up from, you know, what we saw in Batman Begins. Mm-hmm. And it kind of the modern look of his little makeshift Batcave in The Dark Knight. But I definitely got that old school feel, like from the other Batman movies of this. Like it's in a giant...
Like I think they said they filmed it in a salt mine.
Yeah.
Which looks gorgeous as you're looking down into like this gigantic cave. So I'm very excited. I hope there's a giant penny. I know there's no reason to be a giant penny. I just really want there to be a giant penny and a T-Rex.
That would be awesome.
Be
the
great.
two of those, just to have them in there.
I'd be so happy.
But you know, it's just everything he's doing looks incredible. I can't wait. But you guys already knew that. So I don't know why I keep saying it at this point. Looks like David Katzenberg, who is a producer, and Seth Grahame-Smith, the author of Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, have signed a 2-year first look deal with Warner Brothers.
Nice.
And it looks like their first project is going to be a new Beetlejuice movie.
What?
I guess Seth Grahame-Smith did some work on Dark Shadows recently with Tim Burton. That's going to be his next film.
Very cool.
So he's going to be writing, Beetlejuice. They're not really looking if it's going to be a sequel, maybe a prequel, but...
What they were saying is it's kind of like taking the same story, but later in line. They worded it really weird. It was like, they said reboot in the sentence. It was like reboot, but later in the storyline. It's not a remake. It's not a reboot. It's not technically a reboot. It's just rebooting the franchise in popularity.
Yeah.
And in the movies with like this Beetlejuice 2. Like
Now I love Beetlejuice.
With a new storyline.
I don't know about you.
I love Beetlejuice.
As a kid, that was one of my favorite movies ever. As an adult, it's one of my favorite movies.
When they're all like, yeah, man, it's like the only time I like dancing in a movie besides West Side Story.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you know, I can't wait to see today's technology in that kind of world with that kind of feel. You know, I love the sort of stop motion with the sandworms and all that,
or the sandworms, whatever.
I'm down.
Yeah, I'm down.
I absolutely think this is a great idea.
If they can get some of those actors back, it'd be really cool if they can get Michael Keaton back.
Oh, if Michael Keaton could play Beetlejuice again.
I don't know who else could really play Beetlejuice. The only reason Beetlejuice works in animated form is because it's animated.
Yeah.
You can do anything.
I'd love to see Michael Keaton come back.
Michael Keaton is
he
that
owned that role.
Him like older and like maybe a little more punchy, even though he's not punchy, but like, you can see it in Beetlejuice. Yeah.
I think this is a great idea.
Cool, and like maybe some younger.
Alec Baldwin maybe just making cameos. I mean, now that they're
hilarious.
I mean, it's open to anything, and you know, whatever they do, I will definitely go see this.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So
unless it's like Diablo Cody doing something.
No.
Let us know what you guys think, guys.
More Call of Duty news. It looks like Call of Duty Elite is going to be doing a lot more than just gaming. They're introducing something called Elite TV.
Yeah, they're having this new subscription service. You can pay for it if you want to, or there's a free service for Elite, which keeps track of your gaming, keeps track of what you play, your clans. It's a whole nother story for another segment, but Call of Duty Elite TV is high quality productions of stuff in the Call of Duty universe. There's the Scott brothers, the Ridley and Tony Scott, have come up with an idea called Friday Night Fights, and it'd pretty much be rivals, complete rivals, going up against each other. And Elite is gonna their clan system makes it so that way you can set up a clan. Rivals like Boston fans versus Yankee fans, Celtics fans versus Laker fans, Democrats, Republicans, soccer fans versus.
Now I think that almost adds something to a rivalry.
Yeah.
Like
you can take it out on this virtual field.
You're taking it like to a different level, more than just like in my case, Yankee and Red Sox fan. I can actually shoot Red Sox fans.
And not feel guilty about it.
No, like it will be able to, that's so cool.
First off, you have to get good enough at Call of Duty to be able to play these professional guys. They're going to be ranking people the way the elite system is set up. You can rank and stuff like that. Not questioning Call of Duty abilities, Brandon. The second production that they're doing is actually, it's 2 different shows, 2 different animated shows. One called NoobTube, and the other one is Cocked Hammers. I don't know what the first one or the last one, Cocked Hammers, is about. I just heard about that today. But they're both being handled by Will Arnett and Jason Bateman's production company.
That is so
It's really cool. I know NoobTube is going to be pretty much, from what I'm getting, it's like they have videos of people getting owned, people like owning, people doing awesome things, and it's them doing like commentary. Kind of like Red and Blue. No, Red versus Blue. Not Red commentary, but actual like using the voices and doing things with those characters.
You know, I think this is some of the smartest like business decisions of video. This is going beyond just being a video game at this point.
I mean, it's giving you a full multimedia experience for a game. A game is giving you more than just a game.
Yeah, and you know, we were talking about this earlier, but you know, since they've been announcing all this stuff, who has said anything about Battlefield 3?
Battlefield 3 has jets!
Woo! Who cares? Call of Duty's got everything else.
Yeah, so it does. It has, in my opinion, it has a better multiplayer. I haven't played too much Battlefield, so don't jump on me, Battlefield 3 anticipators yet. I will give it a try. I will give it a shot personally. I'm excited for it too. It's just Elite is giving us a lot more than we thought. So let us know what you guys think. Let us know in the comments below if I messed anything up. Tell me. So if you're like me and you like gladiatorial combat with teenagers, then you'll probably like the Hunger Games. And there's actually been news that Steven Soderbergh is doing second unit directing on this movie, which isn't really a big deal, but it's cool that it's Steven Soderbergh doing this.
Well, I guess he's really close, personal, good friends with the director, Gary Ross. And I guess he called him and asked if he would do this because, you know, he knew he's a good director, can do that, and his schedule happened to work out. So he's shooting it. And Steven actually said that it won't be like you're viewing his stuff. His job was to go in there and replicate, you know, Gary's vision of everything.
Second unit is just someone else coming in to do little things, B-roll, like little side shots, things that they either forgot to do, don't have the time to do. It's just a fill-in kind of guy.
Yeah.
So,
but I think that's cool. Like, he's a big name director
Steven
like
Soderbergh do the fill-in for this stuff.
And you know, tried to replicate his friend's way of shooting. Like that's awesome.
Yeah, the friend coming in and be like, "Hey man, you're the best in the business, man. Let's do this." And it just happened to work out. So this kind of makes me more excited for Hunger Games. It doesn't really like intensify or make like that cool like. It doesn't change anything about the story. It's just a cool little trivia thing to know. Yeah. Totally impressive girl with it, nerds.
Recently in an interview, Stellan Skarsgård said that the last scene you saw in Thor after the credits was actually filmed 6 months after they finished shooting Thor. That was directed by Joss Whedon, which we talked about before, but I guess they weren't really sure which direction they were going to take with the whole Avengers movie. After they decided, they went back and shot that, and he said that his character is in Avengers, and you'll see a lot more of how Loki is infiltrated.
His mind.
Yeah, his character's mind and everything. So that's pretty cool news.
I'm still signed on for this. I've
you know what?
Lost hope.
I was real shaky at the beginning, but you know, ever since everything started coming together, I am 100% behind Avengers. I think that's cool. You know, that Joss Whedon has kind of been planning everything even before the Avengers movie started filming.
A well-planned-out series will make everything go a lot easier for us.
And you know, he's good at that kind of stuff. Joss Whedon's very, very good with the way he can write groups and do that kind of stuff. So
the only thing I'm afraid of is how small Chris Evans seems to be getting.
He does seem smaller.
Just skinny.
Well, I mean, you got to figure the amount of working out and stuff it takes to stay that big. Like, I'm blown away that Chris Hemsworth still looks like he does.
But he does. There's the difference there.
I'm sure it'll look good on camera, though. I mean,
I'm sure.
You know, Captain America all buff and.
I want post serum Steve Rogers. Okay. Alrighty, guys. Jasmine here with my pick of the week, and it is the LA Noire soundtrack because it's really good. And if you want a little jazz in your life, it's a good place to find it. Just saying.
Hey guys, Bobby here with my pick of the week. While I haven't been doing too much Netflix watching this week, I have been reading a lot of comics, including Ultimate Spider-Man from the beginning. But I finished that already. What my pick of the week for this week is going to be The Boys. I love Garth Ennis, and this book is incredible. If you haven't read it yet, please go check it out.
Hey guys, Brandon here with my pick this week. It is Swamp Thing #1, part of DC's New 52 whole relaunch thing. It's incredible. Scott Snyder is easily becoming one of my favorite writers. If he's got such a handle on this like he does with Batman and everything else he's going to be writing, I can't wait. I can't wait to read issue 2. Go pick it up.
All right, guys, my pick this week is going to be a #1 from DC. It's Men of War #1. Now, I was a little hesitant on this book. I wasn't sure. War comics, who knows how they're going to go. They were popular back in the day. They're trying to make a comeback now, and I think they actually did a pretty good job with this one. If you're like me, a Call of Duty fan, you'll totally love it because it's an updated version of Sergeant Rock, who was a World War II hero in DC Comics, and he was big in the 50s, big in the 40s, died off, and he's made appearances in the old DC universe. Now with this new one, it's his own book, and he's a hardcore American hero. It's really awesome to see it. Ivan Brandon is a writer, and it is actually doing a really good job. It's taking that modern warfare influence, putting it in there in a different light, and it's this world where there's these special forces teams that are sent out to do things like they are now, but it's in a world with superheroes. So they do this mission in the first issue, and there's actually like a superhero battle going on. So it's really interesting. It's only the first issue, obviously, and I want to see more of it, and I'm really excited. Men of War #1.
All right, Internet, that's going to do it for episode 48 of Nerdlocker. But until next week, be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube page, as well as check out nerdlocker.com. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Jasmine.
And you guys have a nerdy week.